But almost everybody else in this room, I think, has viewed this event and this process with as much of internal, I'm not sure what the word is, it's not passion, it's not emotion, it's not depth, it's all those things together and much more. The profundity of this is so unbelievable. I get teary, as I'm choked now, and I know that at least 2/3 of the people in this room, I know that is equally true for. So that's why I also thought it was a good idea to ask if anybody else wanted to say something, other than my very short comment. So, of course, now everyone's on the spot. No one's going to want to say anything, but...
I'll say something, if I may. And that is this. My particular... Pardon? Oh, get away from the lamp. Sorry. How should I not have known that? But it is that my background is American Indian, Native American, and that's how I've spent most of my life. And what I consider this is not just a transformational political moment, although it is that. I mean, the man has been elected president of the United States, and that in itself is significant. But it's transformational in a far broader sense. It's transformational in terms of the history of this country. And that is even more significant than winning a presidential election. And that's what I consider most significant about this. And it's significant not just for African Americans, but for all elements, if you will, of American heritage, which includes all of us. And that's it's the singularity of that moment that's important.
You're here.
You're here.
You're here. Have a toast.
I'll say something. Or she's next.
No, that's his wife.
Oh, well.
She's his assistant. She's not to say
I'm here
anything.
because you can look at me when you talk in that way.
That way there's... Yeah.
I know.
I guess as part of the second generation here at the gathering, I've been skeptical for a long time about the notion of justice in America. There's a lot of injustice in this country. And the past 8 years especially, in addition to the ongoing injustices of racial inequality and economic inequality that sort of have plagued us for several hundred years. And what we've proven with this election is that there is still hope for justice. The injustices are still there, but I was reading a story in the New Yorker the other day, and it was about the history of the construction of the White House. And I don't know if you saw this, but how slaves helped build the White House. And the idea that a black president is moving into a White House built by slaves. What else can you say to that? The hard stuff starts now, but at least we've taken the first step.
Well said. Here.
Well said. Well said, and so right on.
Thank you, everybody. Would you care to make a comment?
Yes.
Please, by all means.
I just want to say that this is the first election in which my husband and I have worked on the ground since we were in our 20s. That's more than 40 years ago. And we did it because of Obama. And we are so thankful that he won.
Well, I want to say something that I'm not sure New Yorkers will appreciate. I'm from New Mexico, and we worked in New Mexico very hard for Obama. And New Mexico has always been a multicultural state, sort of a third each. And it was just amazing on election day working in the polls and seeing the gamut of people that came in, some, from elderly Hispanic people could just about walk in, and tattooed young guys who came in and said, "I've never voted, what do I do now?" And it's truly an amazing and probably long overdue moment.
I guess I will add something. Being almost 69 and never having been particularly politically active, and I too worked on the ground for Obama. It was a remarkable experience. To see the volunteers who gave their lives was a remarkable experience, and basically I did what I did because of my kids, and this is one of them, and our grandson. So I'm just hopeful. The hard work is yet ahead, but I am hopeful for the first time in a long, long time. It's been a privilege to be involved.
Work for a candidate that wins.
This is the big. This is the curse of being a Democrat. It's now we've won. Now what? We don't know what to do.
Now next time we lose.
For the first time in quite a while, somebody that I voted for won.
Right on.